I ordered you to turn on, computer.
Want to get me something to eat? I didn't buy nothing on the way home because I'm like, this food. Well, now there's something else.
Hi there. Sorry, I'm a little late.
Mommy cooked dinner. I know she cooked. No.
Hey, I'm not missing nothing anyway. Let's see, still promos. Hello. Hello, Mason Naraku.
Mason Naraku, the NXT champion.
Oh, it begins tonight. I thought it was next week. Why did I think it was next week?
Number one contender for the NXT championship. Also,
oh no, online.
Champion Lola Vice 2 weeks from Sunday. Right, also on the line. And in our main event,
wow, that's such an amazing bodysuit, Tatum. But that's a kind of Rhea Ripley would wear. And Tatum was just cosplaying as Rouge the Bat from Sonic, and I loved it. I don't know if she'll actually wear it tonight, but it's cool that she had an outfit made. Axiom, Fraxium. Zoomies. So welcome to Naraku. I'm ready now.
How great is it to have this duo competing together once again on a Tuesday?
I love that poncho cape. I love that poncho cape that Fraxium has. When does Tatum have a match? She has a match later on tonight with Zaria for her North American title. I have this on too loud. I have the volume on too loud. Oh, that's so cool that he made an intro just like their old group. What was it called? What was it called? Oh yeah, Metaphor. That's cool that he made an intro with Romeo and Noah Dar. It's cool that he made a metaphor kind of intro for them. What are they called? What do they call themselves as a tag team though?
I'll get it done. I mean, I thought it was a great idea.
Hi there.
Now we're kicking off tonight. Oh, shut up. Ain't nobody. Right there. I'm just saying. Well, here's how we're going to start things off. No Amdar and Tip. You know, isn't it hard to believe, though, and I want to talk about Romeo Moreno for just a moment here. Is it hard to believe that Romeo is only 21 years old and he's in this sort of spotlight?
No, but he looks Nobody looks teenagerish to me, and that's bad. That's bad for me. Well, I'm not that much different, so I still to this day get mistaken as 16. So
Take down there by dog.
am I good? Yes, I'm fine. Whoa. That's funny. Super no, but is that what they're calling their team now? I mean, it works because metaphor was just a play on words for metaphor. But I like that. But I like that Romeo kid, even though I still don't get. I like that. I like that Romeo kid, even though he has like that MVP nose strip going for him. I still don't get the point of that. But okay. Because frankly, those nose strips remind me of those little blackhead nose strips, and I'm like having PTSD. I hated using those. I can't express how that's the one facial product I hate using. That's why I transitioned to just full face masks. It's way more satisfying to take that off. Too bad I can never. Too bad I can never show myself using it because I don't want to. I don't want to be accused of blackfacing.
Stop right there behind the ear. Next team coming right back in and out. Here's that tag team standing off. DET Dars certainly start. Romeo going to think about it. He's shyly about helping his partner out and make the price. And we've seen this in the past. For Praxia, you can see it from
Wow, that was pretty far. That was good, kid. You give a run for Javon Evans because Javon Evans he be trying to shoot from turnbuckle to turnbuckle with his kicks sometimes, and that's hard to do.
Not known for his high flying, but he's gonna take
He kind of did a little bit low.
It's going to be fast paced. We knew this was going to be chaotic. There's going to be hectic. Noam Dar. Really point earlier, Booker does not look like he is pissed off. Nice belly to back suplex. Goes into the cover hook with the outside leg. And a kick out. Once he had the ability that himself. A lot of hard work. You know what they say about hard work? Hard work is easy work. That's what they say. It's a top for Noam. It's got taken out again. By Axiom into the cover. Able to kick out. And look at Axiom live. Make that tag and back in. Woke up Nathan Frazier. I love the textbook tag they made earlier.
Vicky.
Nathan Frazier got in the match earlier by tagging himself in. I suppose that was a little textbook. Right over. I guess the one back in the day. Another kick out. And I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier. Is that making over Nathan Frazier the biggest one? But I'm he didn't come out of nowhere. Romeo didn't come up and his speed championship matchup. Still our men's speed champion. Look at that series of kick. Nice half and half. Turning Dar inside out. Makes up for his job. Here we go. Frazier going to the cover. And at the official wanted to check that foul. That certainly wouldn't float. But Dar was able to continue this matchup tonight. So important. Jimmy the Maki right there. By Nathan Frazier. We're watching around the world type great American implications. Championship main event as well. The women's North American title will be defending Tatum Paxley and Zaria. Kicking things off in his second team matchup as the NXT Universe right now trying to rally behind the Supernova. Noam Dar trying to break the group. Ready to separate.
Darn. I just keep thinking of Darman whenever I hear his name.
It is an international showcase in this tag team matchup. That's Frazier the outside.
Aye. That would just mean. Yes, you could say that would just mean. Each. Well, a Shine Legacy and that Belgium guy, whatever his name is. Yay, Spanish guys. But Axiom is for whatever reason more attractive. I don't know why I don't know why the cover, the full face matches makes him more attractive.
Coming off a victory in Spain over the Miz, trying to keep that here tonight, but just got dropped by Romeo. Another drop kick into the cover, late to hooking the leg.
Hi there, I'm fine.
What a match! But look, you see three teams. I mean, what is your state of the union address when it comes to the tag team division?
Oh dear. Frazier.
Frazier flying halfway across the ring to save his tag team partner. But yes, you talk about Noam Dar, you talk about Romeo, we talk about Andy Project, around the titles. Make it take. Oh, you guys.
The candy. It's saved. You almost landed on the corner, Frazier. Wait.
Victory. This time for Axiom. Drag star to the center. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. And on its head. Just able to get that show.
Yeah, I felt like that was a mistake because I could tell that Romeo was a little bit was a little bit he was a little bit late on that jump, so that's why he had to put his shoulder up.
From here on NXT, it would take for Kendall's team. You take a look at Axiom, and whoa, Axiom shifts away. Oh, it's on spot. Notice Frazier. Nice cut. Comes up. Axiom and Nathan Frazier. These two have many one-on-one matches inside Cradle, and they came together.
Hi there.
Just how good they are.
Oh. No way. You just made him hold. You just made bro hold his leg for a second and then just slap him. That's tough. Oh. Yeah, this is entertaining because most of them are high flyers, and that's always fun to see. At least Romeo and Fraser and Axiom are. No, Noah is the only one that's not.
Back over. Tag was made. Frazier now legal. Looking to come in. High risk. That mislaid the match. Right back up.
Him flipping.
Frazier trying to hook it again inside Cradle.
Oh. Oh. You almost had that. Oh! Oh no, Axiom! Oh no, Axiom, you kicked your friend! Oh dear. Are they gonna go that route again? Because I feel like when they were in NXT last time, they were trying to break up. They were trying to break up Axiom and Fraser too, but are they going to are they going to like try to relight it? And frankly, that didn't stop them. So yeah, wow, this is good. Yeah, it's gone on longer than it should. And yeah, that black band-aid is off your face already, like I knew it would be. Oi! Oh, that kid is dead. Mhm.
It's Romeo Moreno.
At least that kick didn't cause any disruption.
The second part of the equation.
Wow, there. Wow, there. That was really good. That was good. Both of them look like they both had it for a certain amount of times. And Razor's still out of it because of that kick. That kick was wild. Axiom. And don't sweat it, kid. You did good. Yeah, so come on. Come on, man. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. That's great. They confirmed that those two would be a tag team now, though. Even though it's already obvious, but still. It's nice to get confirmation. Oh boy, this is next. And once again, Mason Rook is wearing that hideous bodysuit. He needs to switch up his style immediately because I won't be feeling him as much as I know I should because of his outfit. So, hmm. But I really love Naraku just tributing Io Sky. I don't know if he came up with that style first or whatever, but either way, I like how both of them are kind of wearing matching outfits. and but his is kind of more longer than Io Sky's jacket, but that's understandable. I love it though. Hmm. Very intelligent today. I'm not wearing a nice outfit. This is just a tank with my little leggings. So maybe it's just because this is a more fuller tank. Cause this is pretty like more vest like than a tank really. But that's why it keeps me warm and it shows my curves better. So that's why. And I just got these new glasses, as you all know, from my brother. So I gotta reset the dryer because I got some clothes that need to be dry.
Now you're gonna wait to eat.
Wait till you what?
Mommy's cooking. She wants to cook now.
Okay. So I was the one who told this. Let's see by Oh my god, they got Kid Wilson judging this whole like mock beauty pageant. Hi there. I appreciate I appreciate the I appreciate all most of the evolved and I have no idea who you are, sorry. But I appreciate I appreciate the Pride Month. I appreciate the Pride Month representation. Ooh, Michael Jackson vibes. Wake if you want me. Oh dear. I have to stare then. That's a nice little Shiloh. Casual. I love that casual look on Shiloh, but oh dear, that's kind of. I don't like those swim trunks though. I'm not really a fan of snakeskin. It has to be the right color. Yeah, it's Oh, and having your national flag on your having your national flag on your dick is very authentic. Did I play Last of Us? No, but I watched plenty of gameplay on that game, and I still say I'm a fan. I'm more of a fan of the Walking Dead game than I am Last of Us. Sorry. Oh wow, tanks on his Titantron. Ta- Tanks on his Titantron. I do like that. I do like that jacket vest that he has. It's pretty cool. Even though I'm not really a fan of the brown fur inside of a black leather jacket. I'm more of a white a white on brown. That's cool patchwork. I wonder what's on it. Now they're getting in sync. I was like, yeah, you need to get better sync with the champ, and now they're in sync. Now they hear his music. Oh, they slam their dad. They're back. They're back. They're body slam your dad. Yeah, I always forget you're British. I have to keep remembering, but I frankly don't want to believe you're British. You just don't have the face. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to stereotype, but sometimes you have to. Seriously, have a nice day. Goodbye. He has such a Grim Reaper. It's such a cool Grim Reaper like sweater inspired by Io Sky. That's like what would she wear? She wore a Grim Reaper attire and it's awesome. Makes sense. Evil entity and all. Uh, Even he wears a better bodysuit. Sorry. Like both bodysuits are kind of cringe because really Naraku's bodysuit he kind of looks like one of like a mock metal guitarist. That's what metal guitarists used to wear back then when they like were the hottest thing ever. But I'm like, yeah, I would totally wear the mock metal suit rather than that abomination. Like the patterns are nice, but patterns like those just like I don't know, just make you look a little fatter, and that's not a good look if you're trying to present him as like Swift despite his size. That's not a good look because I frankly like those patterns that he has on his bodysuit, but because of his body figure, it just doesn't fit for him. Uh, But he's not bad looking in the face. Like I say, I don't really fat shame that much unless it's like a danger to the fat person. But if they have a nice face, I don't mind it. And he doesn't have a bad face. I just forget that he's British, like really on key because some people just have the white vibe. I'm sorry. I'm stereotyping the hell out of stuff today, but in the best way possible.
Standing ground center of the ring. Who's heading to the Great American Bash?
So Liv Morgan is still in the tournament. She advances. Yes. I swear, if Raquel, if Raquel and her get paired up together, it's gonna be so funny. And watch everyone cheer for Raquel. Because unfortunately, as biased as I am with Io Sky, I know she's gonna lose it. I know she's gonna lose that match. But if she doesn't, good on my girl. I always have faith in her. I'm just saying, for the sake of the better story, we need to make a sacrifice, and that's the understandable sacrifice I know they're going to do.
This starts breaking out into a chop fest. Nice counter. His side right now with the lock, who has this armbar completely locked, and also twisted wrist into the once again right shoulder. Perhaps the left shoulder might be done playing games. He came here for a reason. Face the Mexicans and win the NXT Championship. And we have seen those like NXT titles.
Speaking of Joe Hendry, I wonder what's happened to him. Because I feel like Ethan Page has gotten a better reception. Had gotten a better reception than him. Oh, not reception, reciprocation. And I'm like, well, Joe Hendry is kind of more popular than Ethan Page, and it doesn't make sense they're holding him off. It's kind of, I feel like there's a pattern. Like Joe Hendry is getting kind of at this point the Royce Key treatment, and I don't like it because they know for a fact that he's more popular than both of those guys combined. And but I guess it kind of makes sense because Austin Theory slash Logan Paul injured him, so that's the reason that they have for his absence. But at the same time, you can't let a person who hasn't even really debuted yet be gone that long. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't even the plan to pair Ethan Page with Rusev, but because of their chemistry, it worked.
Able to kick out once again.
But if Dawkins is gonna be off the shelf because he's now the injured one, Joe Hendry could be the third guy for Montez and Seth Rollins.
Challenge Tony D'Angelo for the NXT title. Number one contendership for the NXT Championship. Hangman contendership women champion to be determined. The first ever Mr. NXT to be crowned. And then our main event, Zaria, Paxley, will win its North American title. But what now? Is he looking for a top rope? Oh, maybe a backpack stunner? Is it a power slam? Mr. Rook will try to run away.
Oh. Avalanche. Booker.
Not able to cheat the guy. Taking up a look in.
It wasn't even that big a drop. When he does his backflip, that's the biggest drop. Besides, one may be fatter than the other, but they can handle each other because said all that fatness is being protected. Hey. Hey, yeah. Don't don't Carmella does that. Don't Carmella do a spin like that. I don't remember. We wow, that was great. He was wobbling, but he was smart to put it on the other side instead of the heavier side. I want to go casually with a special person. If I get the opportunity, I need to get out and meet with people. Good luck. Because that'll never be me.
Another hook to the leg and another deer.
It's the asexual life. I don't need to find this person to be happy. If it happens, yeah, that's fine. But I'm not looking for it or need it.
Tony, we think it's function as was looking for that sleeper. Counter quickly. But Mason now hoisting up the rock on the shoulders. Mason trying to. Oh, the rock locking it in. Look at the positioning of the.
Oh dear. A sleeper hold. Artery. Hey. Oh, right on his lower back there. Yes, I saw that.
Here we go.
Enough with the fat jokes, Booker T. And Cam Hendricks. I knew you would interrupt that. Naraku. Oh come on, you didn't let the first distraction distract you, but you let the second one. Whatever. I thought you were better than that, Mason Rook. Naraku. It's okay because you were clearly close to Tony D'Angelo for a reason. So frankly, I knew it was coming to that. I know if you need to take time to build chemistry with someone and connect mentally, emotionally. Yeah, sure. But I'm asexual, so I don't need any sort of companionship or validation. As long as I know I'm loved by someone, I'm fine. I don't need romance. I don't need romance in my life. And I'm not traumatized. I haven't found it's not a phase or anything. This is just the life of an asexual person, which I am. Oh dear. Micah's wearing a pretty revealing shirt. And yeah, she's a girl and all, but it's like she has a lot of muscles and stuff. So I feel like with uh delicate clothing such as lace, that would be the wrong choice to wear because she did so muscular, it would be very fragile on her. So I would hate for a wardrobe malfunction because of that. That was awkward. That was awkward. That interaction with Kendall Grey and Ren. Okay, pal.
Thank you.
No.
So.
I know. Oh my gosh, I kind of forgot about Dark State. Saquon Sugars, what are you going to do today? I hope Tatum has on her cosplay. I'm gonna be so happy.
Sunday night's main event on Sunday, September 6th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern only on Ticketmaster. Time for tonight's NXT spot, presented by Progressive. Life from a rush. They're going to find you. Learn that adrenaline vibrate and share fear face gas. I feel most of all, not jumping. If there is a thrill on this line, I will do whatever it takes to seek it out.
Oh dear, people like that concern me.
So does everyone else. Life's all about the risk you take and the ones you don't. That's why someone wanted to see his balls to the wall, because you never know when it's going to be the last incident. It's roster champions, world-class athletes, and monsters. And one daredevil, way afraid to jump off a cliff to see if he can fly. Great American Bash. Already having also won the TNA Knockouts Championship as well. It's hard to believe Kelani has never challenged.
I think she worn that outfit before. Yeah, Kendall Grey wore that outfit before. Cause I recognize the little reflective mirror studs that she has on her outfit. I just think it's a different color, but you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with red with zebra stripes, and that's a cool look if it's subtle like that, which she does have it in a very subtle way. Not that again. As for Kendall Grey, it's pretty basic, but nice colors all the same. Baby blue over aqua blue is pretty nice.
Out to Mason because of fan Hendricks got the #1 consent. Local join challenge for the championship Sunday at the Great American Band. The CW, and which one of these two women will be there challenging over the months? Kick out right now. Get to win the first ever NXT Pageant I. Go now. History will day tonight. There's a good drop next to me. By Great big miss into the shoulders, into the cover, and it came out. Everybody talking about that. This whole for great. However, did beat Kelani and the rest of the field. She got the 2020 women's these two fighting again. Great championship opportunity.
So Liv Morgan ain't going far in the tournament. I mean, far enough to get paired up with Raquel, but I don't think as far as winning. And if she does, then that's pretty dumb of WWE because really, why are two champions set to win the whole tournament? It doesn't make sense. I mean, Dominic kind of doesn't count because he's a champion at another company, but
I see. You can tell she's growing and growing. What is she taking steps?
yeah. So I have to say I'm a fan of the glasses. How how's it going? It's fine. And this isn't my first time wearing glasses. I just haven't worn my glasses in a long time because my other pair broke. But my brother was lucky enough to get a pair for free at his usual weed spot because since he's a regular there, he'd be getting free crap like little wallets or like bullshit headphones or even glasses. So he was lucky to get some for me. And these aren't. And in case you forgot, these aren't prescription glasses. These are just blue light glasses to help me stare at screens better. Because since I'm so close to the TV, my eyes do get strained more easily.
Sliding right.
Mm. What have I done today? Not really much. Just my usual babysitting and then go home. Life's not really that exciting for me. But when it is, I usually keep that to myself because only I'm happy. I don't need to explain my happiness to other people.
Slight lack of brand. I mean, I can sit here and go, well, she was in this battle, she was in this matchup. But we've also seen champions and championship matches just end. Has she been overlooked? And more so is that, should she be upset about that?
And like, if something majorly exciting happened to me, of course I'll say it and stuff. But if I'm just doing usual private stuff with my friends, I don't need to explain every significant details. Because that's my time with my friends, my in real life friends at that, that I actually know.
Kelani, but she didn't have a great takedown though. Circle will follow within another neck breaker into the front, hooking the inside leg of near wrong. It looks like one. And correct me if I'm wrong. Kelani's focused on the neck breaker. He's trying to take out the body, trying to really systematically dissect Kendal Grey.
I like to see if I can right now.
I mean, it's a normal thing. I'm just saying, like, that's how it should be. Everyone who sees you online expects you to share everything. But I mean, as cruel as it sounds, some of you guys aren't real, so you don't have to know everything.
NXT, and this certainly is. I thought Kelani would have tried to use her facility.
Something like social media is turning on Liv Morgan because she's not doing anything. No, really. I thought we established that.
Everybody talking about
this time, and this is a different side. Into the cover, look at the leg.
Am I eating popcorn? No, I'm eating lemon head candy.
Who is headed to the Great American Bash? Guys, but Kelani Jordan and Kendal Grey trying their best to fight back into it, but anything Kendal has tried, Kelani has had an answer for.
Oh. Bradshaw each other.
Great American Bash to face both lost as vice as both women at the count of 8. And I'm going to ask you this, look all seriously. What is the Great American Bash going to be?
That goes back to my WCW, I mean, the Great American Bash, myself, and the tag team with my brother. So it's very, very clear.
Do I have any wrestling figures? I mean, I guess these two, like, blind bag ones count. I have Jey Uso and Rey Mysterio right here.
NXT, that's like the combination offense.
But I just got those. Because that's the only blind bag that was worthwhile in Walmart. I would never be the type to buy wrestling action figures and stuff unless they're for people I actually legitimately like that. Like that Mattel Couture Rhea Ripley doll. I would totally pay $60 for that, but I have some sense and I'm not an impulse buyer, so of course I won't be purchasing that for a while.
Coming in, Stains of Gray.
So smart right there.
And do I like UFC? Not really. But if there's a good fight, sure I'll watch it.
Oh, big super kick right
I feel Stephanie needs to come back and get a rematch. I'm sure she will, but she's injured and she just got out of a sexual assault case, so let her take all the time she needs. I'm not really in any rush like most people. And being impatient gets you nowhere in WWE. So it seems. So I'm just trying my best here to keep my patience in check. But apparently apparently you and other WWE people aren't, and I understand the frustration, but I'm not crying and complaining anymore when it comes to WWE because they're never gonna change, and complaining is not making it any better. Would I purchase Would I purchase a replica belt? Yeah, but from someone on Etsy, I would never give WWE $500 for a replica. I don't even care if it's signed either, because if I wanted it to be signed, I'll take my $200 Etsy custom made replica belt and I'll just go to a convention or a meetup and just get them to sign it for me.
So, going all the way to the top. Stars with me.
Mm. I don't know. I think Kendall and Lola have been teased too much because Kalani kind of had her chance. Do I watch any other wrestling besides WWE? Not really. I mean, sometimes on occasions I watch AAA and TNA sometimes, but only if it involves our WWE superstars. But even though I don't watch them, I always keep in check what happens in each wrestling company because eventually that'll have a lot to do with WWE, even if it doesn't majorly. It's good to know what's happening in wrestling, even if it's from another company.
And all that dragging through into submission, the same submission that Red
Like right now, I'm aware that TNA has multiple wrestlers contracts expiring, and WWE I know for a fact will take most of them. Like Mike Santana, I'm pretty sure that's the first one they'll try to cop. Triple A is on fire right now. I know the Undertaker is doing his thing over there.
looking for that Arnold again. Sitting right down center, they're going to kick out.
New Japan Pro Wrestling is cool. AEW is too. I mean, AEW is good storyline wise at the moment, but I'm just not into all that blood and gore shit. Sorry, and I never will be. Yeah, I knew Kendal Grey would win because Lola and Kendall have more interactions. And Kalani, girl, you had your chance. So stop being a bitch and just wait in line. Yeah, I can see his antenna in WWE for sure. It's not only that about seeing him, it's just that he's been in there mad times before, so yeah, they'll be the first one to say, yeah, he made quite an impression on us when he was just visiting us, so let's try and get him for real. That's the mindset I think WWE has. Just give AEW a chance. You might like it more engaging, more exciting. I know that. I acknowledge that many times and stuff, and I keep up with the stories of AEW. Just because I don't watch it does not mean I don't know what's going on. So stop telling me to watch it already. Oh, I love those things. I used to play with those all the time whenever the magic show companies would visit us in school. Those things are so fun. It's one of those bouncing yo-yos. They were so fun to play with, but I can never do it side to side. We could just bounce it up and down. You know, you know, I just saved a video on Instagram how to always complete a Rubik's Cube so fast. Already I forgot how to do it. Mm, juggling three balls. Juggling three balls on a unicycle. Shiloh wins the talent portion. Yeah. What's the name of the candy? It's called Lemon Heads. NXT called up a lot of folks. Santana would be a good fit. Yeah, there's a girl named Mila that looks kind of interesting to me. I never heard of her, but she looked pretty. She looked pretty, and I've seen her work a little bit in highlights. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. We need all the women we can get because they're not using Blake Monroe. Lemonhead. Yeah, It's a hard. It's a sweet hard candy that has a lemon skin on the outside that you could just peel off and chew. Am I liking Lizzie Rain? Yes, I love her. I wasn't even born around the time she's doing the gimmick from, but I love how she is associating it in now time. She basically reminds me of a gender bend version of a date everything character. If you don't know what that game is, it's basically a dating simulator game that you put on these magic glasses and you can date everything in your house from a TV to your computer to a gaming system. Yeah, it's pretty weird and it'll make you question your sexuality and interest. Whatever. I love it. And there's a character in there that you find. It's a time capsule that has a lot of 80s stuff in there and it becomes it basically uh it manifests like mixtapes and all the mixtape reels is a part of his hair and it covers his face and all, but otherwise it's a really punk metal looking character, and I just love it. Maybe I can show you it. Yeah, I can show you it. I have my laptop here. I just forgot his name, that's all. I know who I'm talking about though. Oh yes, his name is Bodhi. Oh damn it, I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in. Well, this is the best I'll get. Image. Okay, I can show you now. There we go. that's that's him. That's who she reminds me of. If you could see it. I'm trying my best here. that's that's a character from Date Everything. And yes, I did fall in love with him, but there are much more attractive people on Date Everything. I'm in love with the dishware. I'm in love with the dishware and the fireplace and the pile of trash more than the time capsule.
Look, Naraku had an impressive match out, and I never discredited where he came from or the championships that he's won. I just don't get it. I don't get his vibe. I don't get his energy. Listen, all that crap is out the window. That great match, he's gonna be great. If he comes with me, he'll get his vibe. When I get out there,
An invitation? I don't know what that character means, but maybe you can ask. Maybe you can ask Keanu. He knows Japanese, it seems.
Here's the man, Jasper Troy, who also has been in a foul mood for weeks, looking to unleash some pent-up frustration.
And yeah, Jasper Troy. Bruh, could you stop just Xing out Sugar as his logo and just take him off of your stupid Titantron? That would save much more time. Cause that X on the Sugar's logo just is just so out of order for me.
Tickets.com and pretty exciting action live next week at NXT Company Appalachian Fire Arena Place Kentucky next Thursday, the Foreman Arena in Corbin, Kentucky next Friday, and the Old National Event Plaza at next Saturday. Tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com. And I say that run up all those cities because you don't know where St. Paul's Crews are going to strike. And don't forget right now, look out for good reason. I said Jasper Pro was entering. Jasper Pro was laid out. He was attacked. He was blindsided by these men. And this match was presented by Progressive. And I tell you what, the Athletics might need some insurance after this one.
it's not to get this thing back, man.
It does make the wrong move in removing Saquon.
Talking about what the college guys run around that, you know, they're like, but by the what can slip back to look at me.
Once the content,
Black holes, that black hole slam.
Point tonight we've had just made the Great American Bag for several minutes. NXT is going to be crowned tonight. The Women's North American title will be defended in main event.
Damn, that's fly, damn, break. That's for Troy.
Shot there by the lady that back elbow.
And maybe going for the ride is dealing that choke's playing. They're going to come up over and let it go. Right, cutting. Just for the top and down the monster.
I love them. I love those pants. I really wish I knew what those pants are called. I just call it patchwork, but I know there's a real name for pants and stuff like those.
No Marco James. Why? He's Marco James is attacked.
Sugar. Bruh, that's all it takes. For all you know, he could have attacked the white guy that's not there. Why is the white Dark Snake guy not there?
We may not know where Daquan Sugars is. I want to ask this about Jasmine Toyota.
Do I like any old school WWE wrestlers? Of course. I grew up with most of them, not all of them, because I wasn't even born half of the ones that were wrestling in their prime. But of course, I would see enough highlights, and they would tell enough stories for me to know about them. So, Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, from Mr. Bad Guy, Ray Ramos, whatever his name is, Ramos.
Saints that have last summer. Jasper join out right back in another big gunfight. Yeah, they only just rock a body.
And Undertaker, of course.
Get to the treatment, man.
To your point, it gets after the dark state. Into the cut off the power slam. Not in now. If that attack in the general manager's office.
And Eddie Guerrero, I was only a tad when he was around and stuff, but even I don't remember most of that time because I was not into wrestling at all when I was a tad. Like, sure, I saw my mom watching and everything, but I just wasn't into it, and I just frankly didn't care. I was too into Dora and Disney princesses to care about wrestling. I didn't start getting all tomboyish until I was like the age of 12 when I first discovered Pokemon, and then I fangasmed the hell out of it for like almost 6 years, and then I finally came up with the name Pikachu 25, and it's all history from there. And yes, I still like Pokemon, but not as much as I used to back when I was 13. It just was much more different back then. I think, like, frankly, after X and Y happened, it's when I started losing interest in Pokemon altogether. At least game wise, but as a franchise, I'll never lose touch with that.
That's my point, really, and I don't mean to sound shocked. Has taken it. I mean, he's controlled this entire path. He has not let Deion Lennox get out of the game.
He's supposed to go right there. That's absolutely right there. Referee, that's not a good thing. Oh, my God.
As Lennox trying to figure out a way. He certainly has. And maybe now
Did my mom still watch it today? Yeah, she's in her room right behind me watching it right now.
It took a second, but Deion Lennox.
Not that I have a problem watching wrestling with her, it's just that she gets a little too overexcited than I do, and I just can't handle being around that kind of hype. Like, if we were at the actual place, then yeah, I would understand more. But, bruh, I'm watching it on a screen. They can't hear us, and that's just cringe. So, yeah, that's the mom secondhand embarrassment that I could spare myself from.
Tell you, I'm gonna tell you right there, kid. Try it. It's feeling it. Oh, wait a minute. Wow.
Or takedown again, right back on top, and now you see that aggressive nature of
I don't even, I don't even orgasm. I don't even orgasm, fangasm over BTS that much, and I act the same way when they're on TV.
the hole and finally able to get a little separation to get back in this match. Big boot from deep. And you know, they cut their chance and
I hope they bring Zilla into NXT. I always hear that, but as for Zilla, we'll never, we'll never know when he comes.
I think that reason. What a man. What a building.
I'm excited for him to come, nevertheless, but they haven't said anything. So my only assumption for that is that they want to keep it well hidden because I figure WWE's pattern is when they don't talk about a person that they thought about bringing for quite some time, they just want to keep it a secret so that way they can really surprise fans, even though they know what's happening. They don't know exactly when it's happening, so that's their route they're going for, I guess. But people could only be patient for so long, it seems. I'm used to it by now, but I just don't know why people will just bother to take the time to complain about WWE because by now you either have two options: be patient or just leave the fandom. Or if you don't want to leave the fandom but support the wrestlers, just follow them on their social page. Don't waste your characters on tweets and words on videos about complaining about certain stuff.
If only nothing was
I knew.
Saquon straight. No fucking stick. When Saquon straight, ain't no buts.
Oh, well, that was so clever. That was so clever. No way did he just buffer the video on purpose so he could be paying attention so hard. That is amazing. That is so tough. He buffered the video on purpose. Chick fight. Jada Parker. Oh, Jada Parker, you are a true blue black girl indeed. I love her. Public speaking. Oh god, I would be terrible. I would be terrible at that category.
this summer, the world arrives. Guaranteed you're playing the night FIFA World Cup when it comes to North America.
Because yeah, I may be a performer and all, but speaking is not my strong suit, as you can see from my numerous videos. I can't help that I'm too casual.
Countdown to kickoff.
I never had the chance to be speaking somewhere that serious. Hi there. she really dating Jey Uso? Yeah. Jey Uso's like 12 years older than her, so that's why it's a little on the controversial side, but whatever. Because I'm not the one who has that type of taste in older men. I date someone, my preference is I'll date someone, the limit I have when it comes to age limit, if you're like maybe if you're like 3 or 4 years younger or older than me, then that's exceptional. But if anything above or below that, thank you. And and let's say if it works out so good that they want a baby together, that always causes health issues depending on the age the age that the person is. So no thank you. I'm not gonna fuck up my body for just a piece of older or young meat. But don't tell the person that's date. Don't tell that 40-year-old dude that's dating that 80-year-old woman or whatever. They're trying to have a baby and all, but they get slandered on TikTok all the time, and I'm like, whatever. At this point, I'm just assuming that they love. I thought what you call it that at this point it's just rage clickbaiting at this point for them. But I put I put my settings to not suggest that channel, so I don't even know what happened to them. I thought I had a shot, and now I have to unsubscribe. Whatever. You were dumb to thought you had a shot. That's all I can say. Cause last I checked, I date real people, not people that they. Last I checked, I date real people, not people that are just on the screen. I know you're kidding. I'm kidding also. I'm just for real when I'm kidding. If that makes sense. Have I ever gone to a WWE live event? Yes, I have. I went to the SummerSlam tour in 2018. That was my first official WWE event that I went to. But as for a live TV WWE event, I went in 2021 on SmackDown. That was I don't remember the date specifically. I would have to go back to my Snapchat and see what date it was on because I still have the Snapchat videos about it. But at that time, it was it was definitely 2021. I think either on or not on. It was definitely after Mother's Day. We bought tickets for my mom's, like it was supposed to be a Mother's Day present, but obviously the show was after Mother's Day, so we're like, here's your Mother's Day present, mom, and she was happy, and we all went and stuff.
For Triple Mania 34 will be here right before we know it, but
But my favorite is the SummerSlam tour back in 2018 because that was the first and only time that I saw Bray Wyatt live, and that'll always top all of it because that's something now that I'll never get to see again, and only I saw. So you know,
let's go to Sarah Schreiber. It is now time for the final category for Mr. NXT Pageant.
oh my God, he blew out his hair. No way. It looks like Angel does his hair in that one episode in when he's drag queening.
Gentlemen, you each will answer the following questions. Why did you beat Mr. NXT?
I do love that look, but not on him. I do love that hairstyle, just not on him. Cause that hairstyle is the go-to girl hairstyle, and yeah, I'm all for I'm all for gay and feminism, masculine feminism and all, but no, thank you. That does not belong on you, wannabe Fabio. So you're saying this guy is dating an 80-year-old woman and that is old enough to be his grandmother? Yes, exactly. And they're trying for a baby and they're asking for like financial help and everything. And people are like, no, fuck y'all. And I, like, that's cruel and all, but I don't blame them because that's the problem. And I hate that people, think it's okay to just date people that old or that young or even go as far as to date a blood related cousin or whatever. It's gross.
On the back of my leg.
I wasn't even born when Fabio was a thing, so the fact that I know what he did and what he is doesn't apply. Like, there is a lot of things I wasn't born for, but I know about a lot.
Then I suggest you take up.
It's called research.
Thank you.
Right, thank you so Tristan, Shiloh. Now your turn. Why should you be Mr. NXT?
I've never really done anything like
I got to go to SummerSlam 2022. It was awesome. I bet it was, but I bet it was expensive too. And at that time, I'd say WWE was kind of fair when it came to their pricing, at least though. So at least you went at a more decent year.
at computers, and I'm walking on ladders, dudes, and I'm taking apart cars and jumping on a unicycle. It's hard to find time between all that to figure out who I am. So yeah, I'm having trouble finding myself, but really, that's what NXT is all about. Honestly, that's what makes it all so beautiful. Wrestling, really life as a whole. They change so fast, you can't have it all figured out, but that's okay. As long as
I didn't even hear half of his speech, but already Shiloh was just talking about them and not himself. So yeah, that says a lot. Do I play chess? No, I'm not that smart. You'll never see me play. You'll never see me play chess or checkers. I am not smart like that.
Thank you so
You better get Uno, Connect Four, or even Shoots and Ladders because I'll kick your ass at those games.
One trying to come to the other. I am impressed with how you have continued to be yourself throughout this entire wild pageant. Even with a missing tooth. I'm very impressed.
I'm attracted. He wanted to say I'm attracted. I know.
And got rid of that ramen noodle hairstyle you had.
Ramen noodle hairstyle. Hey, it is a great hairstyle. It just not look good. It just does not look good on him.
To shallow heel.
You're self-aware. Yes, I can call myself dumb, and other people should call themselves dumb when they know they are too, because that's accepting that you're dumb and you're every day trying to learn how to be smarter by doing the right things and also learning about stuff that helps yourself and helps benefits the world around you, which I'm doing every day.
However, there's something about I don't know if it's the long English accent. It does something for me. So it's Tristan, my Mr. NXT. Yes, boy.
All right, well, it looks like we are all tied up. One for Shiloh, one for Tristan.
What do you know? What do you know, Mr. Gay Trio? No offense. There should have been a woman. There should have been a woman on here.
On the other side, with his immense passion experience, having Tristan, do look the part.
Like, I love a gay person as much as the next person, but it seems that they'll be so quick to judge the better looking guy rather than the one who has a charming endearing personality better. Yay, Shiloh won anyway. Who would have thought?
Who is it?
Shiloh Hill, who would have guessed? Did that, like, judge vote mean anything?
He's Mr. NXT. Hands up to. What the hell is Tristan Angel doing, boy? Let's see. Oh, let's go. Let's go. No, nothing humble about this? Now what are you doing?
Toxic. Let's see.
Tristan just wearing out Shiloh Hill with that steel chair.
I love how Shiloh Hill. I love how Shiloh Hill's jeans still kind of look like paint splatter, even though there's a design on it, though. Can I work? My favorite to play. What Hasbro games aren't? You haven't lived if you haven't played a Hasbro board game. Like Battleship, Connect 4, Sorry,
Thank you so
Jenga.
I have broken it. Tony. We go to war, but there's no doubt about it that I think you two are gonna go to war. But look, I got it. What was in the box that you gave to me? Well, you're on the invitation. We see Dr. Doug before the battle. Okay. Slow down, man. Don't know nothing about it.
See, Keanu Carver. Mousetrap. Yes, I have played Mousetrap, but only one time when I was like 4. So that's very vague to me. But I do remember that I loved to like, put the metal balls in the slide so I can make the man dive. I forgot if that's even the right like mechanics to make it happen, but yeah. That's what I remember a little bit.
No, I'm gonna decide what
But I played Candyland and Shoots and Ladders more. That's not even a Hasbro game, so what am I really saying? But yeah, I just remember Shoots and Ladders more because I had a Dora Shoots and Ladders, and I was really obsessed with Dora at the time. Like, yeah, as stupid as people point out Dora is now and stuff, you can't deny that she hasn't helped like most of us Nickelodeon kids all the time. And that's something I won't push aside just because logic came into play now in our childhood. Why did logic ruin everything in our childhood that we thought were smart back then? Let me just have my dumb innocent childhood self just think that Dora was the smartest person in the whole world. Trouble and Sorry are cool games too. Trouble. I'm not sure if I remember that one. Mm, no, I don't remember Trouble that much. I don't think I had it. Frankly, that's why I probably don't remember it. But I do remember Scrabble. And I didn't have Scrabble, but I loved its concept. There's a lot of what you call it Hasbro board games that I didn't have, but I knew the concept and I oh like seen it a lot of times. Even I wish I could Trouble had the dice in the bubble. No, you're not thinking of Trouble. It's Boggle. That's what I'm like Trouble. That's Boggle, man. I know what that is. I never had that game though. That's what you're thinking of. I was like, that's why I was confused. Like, there's a game called Trouble. No, it's Boggle. That's the game you're thinking about. I never had Boggle though, and I think I frankly would suck at Boggle. Hi there, I'm doing fine. Hi there. Anything interesting on NXT? Not really. It's just been a lot of number one contenders matches, and also you just you just missed the mock NXT pageant. I'll just give that away. Shiloh Hills one, and that was so obvious. So I'll save you the time. But obviously, there's going to be a match to really settle their squash. And they just tease Naraku and Keanu Carver in the future, so I'm looking forward to that. Saquon Sugars was pretty awesome. That was such a clever thing to make the video up on the screen just buffer. So he would get so focused and so distracted that he wouldn't even notice what was happening behind him.
I said tonight's been great. Well, let's talk about what's going to happen in five here on NXT because this is personal. No more sneak attacks, no more social media posts, no more
It's personal. Is it the girls' championship next? Yes, probably. That's the last one. Who do I have in the King of the Ring tournament? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because now that Seth Rollins is out, our last hope is Obafemi. But there is a third guy that I told you that WWE had their pick on. I just don't remember who it is. But I really just hope it's not Dominic. Only for the sake, only for the sake that I know for a fact he's not going to be successful in either championship, no matter what he chooses. He's not going to fight Roman Reigns, and he's not going to be successful when it comes to whoever's. He's not going to be successful when it comes to Cody Rhodes either. So he's not going to fight Roman Reigns at all, and Cody Rhodes he doesn't stand a chance either. Or Gunter, if he's lucky enough to beat Cody Rhodes in before him.
Tonight, I thought if I got you in this tournament, we'd get you another title and get back on the hump. Not to mention, your first opponent is Thea Hale, the woman you dominated the North American Championship. Still like, this is a great shot.
Wow. You've been demoted. You've been demoted, Izzy, to the speed championship because you can't get the real championship. What did that really say about how your teammates think about you? I mean, I just watched Monday and Friday Night SmackDown. I think I was gonna win. I hope so, but I have a feeling that Brock Lesnar's going to interfere with this. I hope he doesn't, but at the same time, I have a feeling he might. Eating corn pop cereal. That used to slap, but I feel like they changed the recipe. They changed the recipe in corn pops, like they did for a lot of products. We don't realize it, but they changed most of the recipes of our favorite snacks and cereals because they decided to use cheaper ingredients, just like they did with Reese's. They don't use the type of chocolate recipe that we used to when we were growing up with it. They use a different one, and people have been complaining to them to use their original recipe for years now. But I don't know if they actually went through with it, but I don't think they have. So the only cereals I really eat now are Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, and sometimes on occasion Reese's Puffs. But all else fails if it's not like fruity or chocolate cereals that I eat. I obviously eat Cheerios, but I have it with chocolate powder. Chocolate milk. She is wearing the outfit. Look, everyone, Tatum's cosplaying as Rouge the Bat from Sonic. And she did a video before the show started to show that, but she's obviously not wearing the ears now, but she was wearing the ears before. She was wearing the ears before. She's wearing the teeth still. Wow, she's still wearing the teeth. And she had the Chaos Emerald prop.
She knew what Zaria's been looking at. As Duff ran out, staring a hole into the champion, staring a hole into that title.
But it's not really all impressive because Rouge's chest area, her heart was not that big. It was really small to actually make her breast appear even bigger. So, and I'm not saying that like Tatum has big breasts and all, but obviously she wasn't gonna make them look fuller with that outfit. As for Zaria, I love her outfit because it's kind of like what Kendall have, but it's a little bit more of a Rhea Ripley look, and I love that. You can put chains on anything and it'll look good.
Champion
And she's even wearing green eye contacts, and that's why I love it even more.
Singles match this year in all the WWE. Only Enzo and Trick Williams are undefeated, but have.
I would totally cosplay Rouge too at a certain point in time. You just gotta be careful, cause I know my cleavage will be perfect for the part, Girl, calm down. It's not that serious. Sorry, it's not that serious. So just let girly breathe.
Seek and destroy. She is taking it to the champion right now. The champion has not gotten out of the gates. Derek Sanders, the official, is checking on the champion right now. As Paxley tossed back in the ring. Zaria into the cover, looking to hook the way to win the title. And an ear ball right now. It's Titanic team presented by Progressive. Zaria has brought her A game here tonight. I am shocked at how this match started. Still have the box and coming out. Doing everything but the Tatum thing right now. And Tatum
Ooh, she even went with the Soul Ruka style and have different colored boots. I really wish I had enough good looking platformers to do that. Because the split outfit look is awesome, and it just sucks that I can never have different color shoot to actually go with it. I have to wear one color, and that's black. My God, that's quite the wedgie, Tatum. Well, you don't have the cleavage, but you sure have the ass, Tatum. As long as you have one or the other, you're great. The champ reminds me of Roxy. Her name wasn't Roxy. Her name is Shotzi. Yes, she had a tank, and yeah, they're great friends. Right? Actually, Shotzi just became Honor of Glory champion, so congratulations to her. But I know she'll have to defend it. I think against Scarlett soon. I always believed in her, and I just love her I just love how chill her husband is, just letting her make out with all these superstars she's fighting. She won't make out with a guy who flirts with her, but she'll sure make out with a girl, and I love it. Shotzi is in MLW2. Yeah, I'm aware of that company too. I just forget about it. But the fact that I still follow Scarlett, Karrion Cross, even Matt Riddle, and I just see ads for it all the time. That's how I'm reminded. And I'm aware that Matt Riddle is fighting Karrion Cross in their fifth fight already. So yeah, that's exciting to hear. If I was watching it, I would definitely root for Karrion Cross. Sorry, but I just hear a lot of controversial stuff about Riddle, and I want to still like him and all, and I kind of still do, but it's just that damn, you can't get one good word out of anybody nowadays, can you? I just want to vibe with you, but I can't vibe with you if people are gonna complain everything about you.
Zaria falls in the cover. And going around placement. Sorry.
MJF, yes.
Serious. I'm 100% serious.
It's not a bad show. MLW. I know it's not a bad show. I never. Why do you guys think that just because I don't watch them, I think they're bad shows? That's not the reason why. I just don't. I just don't watch everything that involves in wrestling. I have other hobbies. Wrestling's not the only thing in my life. I don't know if you guys have realized, but before this was a WWE live stream, WWE live stream channel that people know me for really more of. This was a cosplay and anime channel before, so I'm not gonna lose touch with my roots. That's why I still cosplay and I still talk about anime shit and all the stuff I'm fangasming over it anyway. What's my hobby? I like to draw, I love to sing, I love to re- recreate anime dances, all that stuff. I'm a performer.
In the same match that Soul pushed Zaria off the ladder. Zaria will get her revenge and needs to go. Big last week.
My gosh, Tatum, you're just whipping your head. Is Liv's ex really coming back? And yeah, he's coming back. I just don't know when, and people just don't know if he's coming back with big cast. But I don't Yes, I'm sure they'll work their way up to doing that, but I just don't know if they would do it right away. Yeah, that's what they said about Chris Jericho. And look what happened to him. He re-signed with AEW, and he's not coming back. But Enzo, he was only working for small indie companies, so they wouldn't miss him. But WWE, ever since they got back CM Punk, there's no such thing as a band wrestler anymore, right? It's too bad that what you call it Ryback would never come back because frankly I don't think he wants to come back because he just hates CM Punk that much and also because he knows he's a danger in that ring than outside of it. Not on purpose, but still. Whoa, that's awesome. You just landed on her while she was doing a mid spear. Darby Allen. Are you just saying names, the AEW names as if I don't know them? Because I'm pretty sure I know most of them. Is this a test or something? I never say never. I know, never say never, but I don't care. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't care. I'm not manifesting in it. I'm just saying. WWE is desperate, and they'll for sure do desperate things.
An NXT North American Women's Champion, but also the NXT Women's Champion. One of two women ever do that.
Same Punk wipe everybody on the locker room. He's a trained MMA fighter. Yeah, that's why it worked out so well for him. I believe in Brock Lesnar more than I believe in CM Punk when it comes to their MMA skills.
Lost it, and Halloween Havoc. Actually, did connect up 450 moments ago to a little too much time. And Zaria maybe out of an act of desperation. No, Booker, he's looking for sure.
Oh. You're stuck. Aw, you can't do that. You can't do that, Tatum. You're wasting too much time. No, you're not Javon Evans. You're not Javon Evans. You're not Javon Evans. It barely landed on her.
Kick out, but this is empty the gas tank. Now into the cemetery drive.
Hey.
Looking for the F5. Pattern one more time. Paxley rolling right back. Big kick. Looks like Paxley. Zaria.
Ooh.
All the way to the outside. Paxley now.
Oh! Oh, that hurt. Nice to you. Tell you have a good night. Good night.
So you're getting the champion back in the ring. Paxley. That's the story.
Yep, who would have thought? No fate. No fate. They lost Fate in Tatum as a champion. I knew it was only a matter of time. It's just that with Ruka, she was never going to do it. But congratulations, Zaria. They need a heel champion to do the job right. Seems like all the NXT champions, whether they're North American or just NXT champions, they have to be heel characters. Like, that's the pattern I'm starting to see in NXT now. Because JC Jane was a long-time North American championship, and she's still a heel right now. And I feel like they need heels for the women's NXT North American Championship. So I'm like, that's why they're dropping Tatum already.
Three spears, 2 and 5. Champion.
Now then, who will take it away from you?
Great American bat implications. We know the 2 #1 contenders that have been set up. But wherever Zaria has gone recently, destruction has followed. She's scorched.
Don't fry, baby. I still love you.
Zaria.
WWE may not like you, but I'll always like you, Tatum. that's the end of that. And that's the end of the show. It was pretty fine. That Axiom match was kind of the most entertaining out of all of them to me, really. I mean that Mason Rook and Naraku match was also good too, but just with the interference of Cam Hendricks, I just knew it would turn a good thing into a bad thing. We can never have a good, a lot of good things in WWE. We just have to pick one. We figure that now her, we figure that her former champions are, yeah, they need a heel for the North American Championship. That's the plain and simple stuff about it. But whatever, somebody new and probably better will take that title away, and hopefully it's not the case where they have a long-term run for Zaria, because frankly I'm over the long term heel championship run when it comes to NXT. Cause look, Tony D'Angelo's not a heel and he's doing it pretty well, but it really shows a lot how much more they trust Tony D'Angelo with the job than they do Tatum. And it's not fair because popularity really doesn't mean nothing in WWE. In the words of CM Punk himself, he said that it doesn't, so don't think that just because the crowd likes one over the other, that means something. It doesn't. So I just have to accept that fact that they're going into NXT too.
I didn't like that one. Redo. Acceptable. Whatever.
Yes, now get out of here. Now get out of here. Yeah, but that's the end of the show. and I just can't wait for SmackDown, because we have another early SmackDown show. And remember, guys, that'll be the way it will be for like the most rest of June and a little in the first 2 weeks of July. So just remember that Raw and SmackDown will be starting at 2 o'clock this month and a little partially next month. So just remember. So on Friday, I will be back here at 2 o'clock. So as always, that's the end of the show. Another Knock and Chew Out streams done. The Knock and Chew Out streams, Instagram and Discord are in the description below. I'm on hiatus till further notice, but follow them anyway. And my donation links, Ko-Fi or Cash App, in the description below too. Any and all donations are accepted and appreciated. Thank you. And as always, the wrestling server link is down below as well. It's for today's stream only, so if you want to watch something else, go to the home watermark above and you can see everything that's on and upcoming from any wrestling company, from UFC to professional Japanese wrestling to AEW to TNA to Honor of Glory, any and all wrestling. Just save it, bookmark it if you don't have live TV or streaming services like I do sometimes. And if you need to find some place to watch Night of Champions and even SummerSlam when it's time, that's your way to watch it. So just save it, bookmark it. But thanks for watching. I will be here back on Friday for SmackDown. So until then, be safe and remember, do it with idle energy. Bye.